Welcome to Rightside. It's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
All day. I'm Amy Beth with Allison
Reminded
Sinclair.
me of Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Excellent.
All right. What? How does it go?
I don't remember the rest.
Okay.
Wayne's
Nobody
World.
knows.
Excellent.
Swing.
Allison.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. It is hump day.
It is hump day.
Is that what Phil called it?
Okay. Yeah. It's another. I haven't pressed the sound effect yet if it's going to work or not in the transition.
So far, we're like 0 for 3 on the sound
We'll see
effects.
if it works.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
So good.
I like that.
I do too.
I say we keep it. All in favor?
Stays. Aye.
Aye.
Nice.
Eyes have it. So moved.
Okay, so it's hump day. We keep that, and it's just part of our intro now. You guys, it's a Wednesday, and you have put together quite the montage for us.
It's kind of all over the place, a little schizophrenic.
It fits the show.
You know what? Phil named us the Mavens of Mayhem.
We are what we are.
And mavens are people who understand the times and can unravel what's going on. So, JP, have no fear. The three of us are here, and we're going to unravel it. And we're going to talk about some big things. By the way, the Epstein bill heads to the White House. I did find out some handy dandy, and it's on my phone, information about the Clintons from years ago.
Oh,
That I thought
Oh.
we'd have fun resurrecting just for people who have memory hold exactly all the things that they did. I pause. The genocide in Nigeria. I got a good podcast for y'all about that one. But Allison Sinclair,
Mm-hmm.
did you see the goose when we came in?
I did. I talked to it. I don't know if it's a boy. What we need to name it right now.
Right
Okay,
now.
let's go. And I videoed it so that maybe we can put it up on the socials because we have a goose and it's our mascot.
Is it a boy or a girl?
We're going to say it's a boy
Okay.
because he's constantly standing by the door. So he's like watching guard.
Oh, that's so sweet.
What's a good name?
Can I say something?
Yes.
At our old house, we had a pond in front, and we would always have herons, and there were 2 of them, and one was Derek and one was Darren. So can we keep with the D names?
I
And
think
they're
that's good.
the kind of redneck D names.
Like Dwight?
Oh, Daryl.
Daryl the goose. I think that's
Daryl.
good. I like that.
Daryl.
That's just an option. It doesn't really sound that good, but if we're naming birds,
I say I.
I.
Daryl.
Daryl the
Mhm.
bird.
Okay.
Daryl.
So
No,
The
Daryl.
goose.
Daryl the goose. Yeah.
Daryl. Let's give him a middle name so it flows into goose.
Wayne
Daryl Wayne.
Goose. Daryl Wayne Goose. There's a Wayne Goose.
I guess Wayne is normally the middle name in redneck names. Something Wayne.
Yeah.
Daryl Lee.
Daryl Lee.
Daryl Lee Goose.
Goose. That's it.
Or
I
his
love it.
middle name can be the
Daryl the
Daryl
goose.
the goose.
That's it.
The Goose.
Daryl
the goose.
the goose. But I did see him last night, and I saw him actually when I got here yesterday and again today. And I thought, okay, he wants to be our mascot, our studio mascot. And maybe someday if we made different hats or such, the goose could be flying.
Wait,
But that's just a whole nother thing.
okay.
But
All in favor.
Daryl the goose.
Say aye. Nays say nay. Nays have it. I can't have a hat with a goose on it.
No, we can't. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I kid.
We need like a moose
We do need a moose.
or a bear.
I like a bear. I don't think Daryl the goose likes me, by the way. I think
so
somebody
he is a man.
somebody texted in about something how animals can tell, they act differently towards men because yesterday I was going out for something and Allison was coming in and he wasn't paying Allison much attention. And then I come out and he's mean mugging me. He's squawking me like, dude,
Okay, he's a dude.
I'm going to my car.
That's a dude.
Relax. So yeah, I think he's probably a guy.
Okay. I agree. I mean, we've had dogs that did that and they would like men or women. That's funny. But I
think he
do
was challenging you.
He was looking at me like, do something.
he was a challenging
something.
your authority.
Relax.
I dare you.
Is JP all that? Yes. Okay, so that's an update. Everyone from now on, Daryl the Goose is standing watch. He is our official mascot. Done. Dusted.
We need a goose for the shelves.
Well, you got a duck. Does the wood
I
duck
do
count?
have a duck. I'm thinking about taking the duck home because it was in a really great place in my house. So if the duck disappears,
I love the duck.
but someday we need to go through. I don't know if anybody cares, but all those things kind of mean something.
It's true.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I love it. All right. So what else? So I'm just gonna ask, and you can just give a sentence because people are gonna want to know the dog. We just need to say prayers.
Oh, I'm going to start crying again, and
I don't want you to
I
cry.
don't like to cry. Shows weakness.
It doesn't.
We don't. We
Jesus
aren't weak.
wept.
Yeah, but he was a boss. He could do that. Anyway, dog is not doing well. Woke up to a very hopeful message from the doctor. And then I went and saw him on the way into the show, and he is very, very pitiful. So basically, y'all pray because we have until about 6:00 tonight to make the decision on whether to keep going or to let him go. And I don't know how you make that decision, but we're going to.
We'll just pray that it is obvious.
Well, he's obviously going to turn a corner and be fine. And then one day he can come in the studio and be part of the show.
He's the cutest.
He's
y'all.
adorable.
He's a little. I'm going to send you a picture and we can put it up.
Okay. Sounds like a
Yeah,
plan.
he's
I only
absolutely
have a few
adorable.
because we only had him like 3 days before he had to go.
He got really sick.
But he's going to be fine.
Oh, I like your prosperity gospel. Just name it and claim it.
I'm just saying the truth.
We're here for it.
But what if he does? What if God performs a miracle?
He's known to do that.
He has. He does. He makes donkeys talk. He can make banks walk.
He can.
Yeah, amen to that.
Rhymed. Wow, that was good.
Took a lot.
All right.
Thank you for asking.
you. Well, I know people are curious. We have an awesome audience, and I know we're all new to each other, but I also know based on some of the texts we got yesterday, people care very much about their pets and specifically about dogs. And so thank you for the update.
Yes.
And we'll
I'll
just
keep y'all
see.
posted.
We'll just hope for the best and see what happens. Also today, you guys, John Wall is joining us. I forgot to say that in our introduction. He will be here in the 4:00 hour-ish. He's a busy man, but we're thankful. We got to see him last week at an event, and we are thankful. Just ran into him.
Oh, yeah. We did see him.
We're thankful that he is going to come on. There are many questions.
I have so many questions. I hope he's had his coffee. We got
I bet he
lots to
has.
cover.
Yeah.
So he'll be calling in a little bit later. What else? I got Bill and Hillary. Like you
Ugh.
said, they're going to be.
We got to be careful. We may not be here for tomorrow's show if we go down that rabbit hole. Bill
It's
and
might
Hillary.
be
true.
unalived.
We may
But
get Clintoned.
we want to go Clinton because there's so much there. And it's kind of like the chemtrails and contrails. I understand. Thank you, Mr. Engineer in Huntsville, for teaching us that there's a difference. Thank you. But we also, though, at one point went, that's ridiculous. Those kind of things don't exist. DARPA? What's DARPA? That's dumb. We did that to the Clintons back in the day. We're like, that's ridiculous. They wouldn't do those kind of things. She wouldn't off somebody, allegedly. He wouldn't do those things, allegedly.
I did not. Oh, but you did.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
It depends on what is. It does. So when we come back from the break, we will play JP's miraculous montage. But gird your loins, and perhaps maybe you all will have your memory jogged with all the things the Clintons didn't do, because it relates directly to the Epsteins and the faux outrage on one side. Please save it. Please. But
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside, where just before we get to your miraculous montage, we have some amazing text.
Yeah, but JP, why was your point at us kind of angry?
Well, I don't know. I just
It was very aggressive.
I didn't. Well, when I came down, I accidentally knocked my phone off the desk too. So I don't know. It was not intended to be angry. Sorry.
Do we need to talk about it?
You're live.
Yeah.
Go.
Well,
Okay,
okay,
pull
Mr.
it
Producer
together.
Man.
We do have some really funny texts, and we're still getting texts on names for the goose. Let's see. Jeremy and Madison said Maverick and Goose.
Which is pretty awesome.
I like that. Maverick in period. So what would Maverick Norman Goose? That's it.
That's funny.
Steven in Athens says a good redneck name for the goose is Jimmy Ray.
Which I love.
That's good.
It
I
might
love.
have to be. Okay, so in
What?
I don't know if I should tell this story.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell it. In middle school,
You're doing it.
there was a sweet guy who was in the special needs class that would always come sit with us at lunch.
Oh.
Like really, but he would introduce himself to everybody every day and he would say, "My name's Jim, but my friends call me Jimmy for short." And that kind of reminds me of
I love it.
Jim.
Moon Pie in Madison, thank you for the recommendation that if I haven't had Phil Sandoval's fish tacos while on my quest, I need to do so the next time I'm in Huntsville and Madison.
I haven't had their fish tacos, but I can give Phil Sandoval's free advertising that it's the bomb.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure Will or Chris and I will be heading up there pretty quickly in the next week or so. So I'm going to try it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
By the way, Mike from Harvest says, should have named the goose, quote, Maurice Allen Goose. And then he also says, prayers for the dog.
Oh, so sweet. For a moment of
Tears.
levity as we head into the montage, Jeff from Indiana says that Bill Clinton may be a Democrat, but at least he knows the definition of what a woman is. To that, I say bravo.
It's true. I did not have sexual relations with that they, them. That non-binary.
Anywho,
Well, no, okay. God, I maybe just need to go home today.
no, don't leave.
I said I was going to be really serious, but I'm not.
No,
I lied.
no. Carlton, what? What is Bobby saying? I know we got to go to the montage.
Carlton, your doorman. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Anywho,
Okay,
is
let's
it time?
go.
Is it
It's
time
time.
for the montage?
It's time. We're excited. We got our pens ready.
Well, first, I got to tell y'all about attorney Stan McDonald, who is a 30-year veteran in the practice of law in North Alabama. Not only will Stan advocate and fight for your legal needs and rights, but he has been an absolute warrior for causes near and dear to our Rightside Roofing community. Attorney Stan McDonald has represented his clients in literally thousands of real estate transactions over the years. And when Stan McDonald is on your side, you have no greater friend, and likewise, your adversary will have no greater foe. So attorney Stan McDonald at the law firm of Wilmer and Lee out of Huntsville, here's his phone number, 256-533-0202. That's 256-533-0202. And tell him you heard about it on Rightside Radio. Yes.
I get Bobby's comment.
What?
I got it right when you started the montage. Carlton, the doorman.
Oh.
I don't know
love
what that
it.
is.
Like he's your doorman,
Oh,
and his name's
oh,
Carlton.
Well, that
Okay,
makes
I love
sense.
it. That's
Yeah.
great.
Well,
I get it.
Is it now time
Oh,
to
do we?
stand,
Yes.
stand by for news? Is it time?
Yes, David, I do. I'll send you a picture. Yes,
Stand by
sir.
for news?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Time for news.
So this is going to be a very an interesting Epstein super cycle day. I think the House is going to vote on this petition, and I think it's going to pass overwhelmingly. What's your take in the Senate?
Vinny, we're going to need a bigger jail, and I hope we do.
We expect to hear from Bill and Hillary Clinton, but the Clintons have never responded. They're the one group in this investigation that's never had to answer questions in front of a credible reporter, and they've never certainly answered questions from attorneys or members of Congress.
For what purpose does the gentlelady from Florida seek recognition?
I have a parliamentary inquiry.
The gentlelady from Florida will state her inquiry. I was wondering if the Speaker of the House of Representatives can explain why leadership on both sides, both Democrat and Republican, are cutting back-end deals to cover up public corruption in the House of Representatives for both Republican and Democrat members of Congress.
The gentlelady has not stated a proper parliamentary inquiry.
Thank you very much, but I think the American people know what happened tonight.
Good evening, Jesse. We are only on day 4 of this operation, and DHS says that it has already arrested more than 200 illegal immigrants, and the operation is getting a ton of support. But as you can see by this protest, there is also a lot of pushback towards this immigration crackdown. But we have seen a lot of people who spot ICE agents cussing at them, yelling at them. We know that there has been 2 separate car ramming incidents just here in Charlotte alone.
I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief.
Wow.
Again, Nicki Minaj doing more than the average American pastor.
Yeah.
Standing up for Christians and bringing light on this subject. I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know where she came from. I don't know. And did you see how like she was dressed well and she was very articulate? And where did this come from? That's not the Nicki Minaj I know.
I
But
think
I'm
she
thankful
actually
for it.
met with the White House about this, I believe. So, like, why? Yeah. How is it Nicki Minaj leading the charge?
You see that and you think, y'all can all just save it in your complaints, because the other part of the Nicki Minaj statement that I saw on X was that people were saying, specifically Nigerian leadership, is my understanding, that she's just chasing clout.
There's no way.
No, there is no way. So I did a little deep dive because I didn't know, because on this show, we're not afraid to say we don't know. We'd like to just go look, check. So the Nigerian genocide has been going on for about 25 years, which makes it even worse that we don't know more about this genocide. And it makes it even worse that some people are saying, well, the Nigerian president says there's none of this happening. And it's those kinds of people that are saying Nicki Minaj is chasing clout, except the president of Nigeria is a Muslim. Of course, he's going to say there's nothing going on. And so here you have this woman. Yes, her lyrics are objectionable. And some of her songs were good, but very objectionable lyrics and not excellent. But she's the one that's bringing light to this and going to the White House to advocate. Can we not say bravo, Nicki Minaj?
God uses a lot of unsavory people like myself to sometimes accomplish things.
Preach it.
So I don't know what he's doing. I will say that this is not clout, because I'm sure there are a lot of people. I mean, when she said, I'd like to thank President Trump, those are not clout chasing words.
No, ma'am.
So very impressed with her. We'll get to the Charlotte riots, Tommy Tuberville, and Anna Paulina Luna. Y'all are going to have to explain that to me on the other side too. We'll be right back.
back to Rightside, where we're just stirring it up today. I hope John Wall's ready for this because we're stirred up. We're caffeinated and ready. So, Allison, you ask a good question because I know people are like, what is actually happening with Anna Paulina Luna? What was that?
What did she said? That wasn't my clip. She said, why are people making back? I mean, that's pretty much Washington, D.C., but what's the subject she's talking about?
So, remind me the representative's name that was caught texting Epstein, the Democrat.
Stacey Plaskett
So,
from basically the Virgin USVI.
So after they passed the Epstein Transparency Act, they then took a vote to censor said representative for which he got caught texting Epstein in 2019 during an oversight hearing about how to go after Trump. Pretty much getting ammunition from Epstein on this is how you can attack Trump. This is how you can go after Trump.
So during the hearing,
Yes.
Epstein was texting Plaskett.
Yes. This is how. Yes.
That's is it a female?
Yes.
It's a female.
And saying, this is what I have on him, or this is what you should do.
Yes, pretty much.
So Michael Schellenberger has the whole thing because it's hard to believe because you think that, no, again, come on. And they didn't censure her.
No.
Because
wait, they voted not to?
They voted not to. And you can see, and then he lays out further past these videos and shows you exactly what they're talking about in real time, starting with, hey, great outfit.
Oh,
he's
gross.
complimenting her outfit. And so what he did was hosted a fundraiser for her. She went to the island first. She begged for money.
Like the island?
Well, let's just say they knew each other. And she got money for her campaign. He hosted an event. She was basically beholden to him. So when she says she was receiving text from a constituent.
Yeah.
That's what politicians do. It's technically not a lie.
Yeah, I know.
It's technically not illegal.
But that's the spin of like, what?
Right.
You can't take text from a constituent. It's like, if that guy is Jeffrey Epstein and you're texting him during a hearing about how to effectively go after the president, the sitting president at the time, also taking money from Jeffrey Epstein, which you just passed a Transparency Act to release all the files of him being a pedophile and potentially linked with the most important people, not only in our government, but the world. Like, yeah, this is not just some constituent. This is Jeffrey Epstein. So they didn't vote to censor her. And the reason why, according to Anna Paulina Luna and Tim Burchett, is they made a deal, a backroom deal, Republican leadership and Democrat leadership, to not censure that representative if the Democrats wouldn't vote to censor Corey Mills, who is a Republican. Apparently, if the Democrat congresswoman would have been censured, the Democrats were all going to come and censure Corey Mills over some sort of restraining order that was put on him by his ex-girlfriend. I don't know the full story, but pretty much Republicans said, look, we don't censor your person, you won't censor ours.
How about we censor both of them?
Exactly.
How about not only do we censure both of them, but we also use this as an opportunity to remind all the people who still haven't gotten the memo that the Trump-Russia collusion situation was a hoax and that they really were trying to get Trump, Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Right here on a silver platter for you. That's all.
It's gross because it's another example of these people could care less about holding each other accountable or actually doing what's right. They just care about the R. They care about the D. Hey, this is team politics. Hey, American citizens aside, this is just us talking to you. If you won't mess me up, I won't mess you up. Okay, all right, deal. Doesn't matter if you're conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein or whatever Corey Mills did. It's just you feel like you have to take a bath after just watching it. Like these are the people that are running our country. And Tim Burchett, he did one of his walking and talking videos after, and I haven't seen him that mad before talking about. The caption was actually, "I'm so fed up with these bunch of losers." Period.
Can you play it?
I can. It's about 2.5 minutes, so we can cut it off when we're ready.
Well, no, we have time.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, we can play that if you want.
About a Tim Burchett late vote series to censor delegate Stacy Plaskett. She's the one that was received a sizable contribution from Epstein, which apparently is legal. I'm not sure, but she also is the one who was texting with him during a committee hearing, getting instructions on how to better attack Trump from Epstein, sending her the text. And so she's on some pretty powerful committees, and that just tells you how corrupt this place is. But the disgusting thing about it was 4 Republicans chose not to vote. 3 Republicans voted present, and 3 Republicans voted no. So it failed. And what they did was they cut a deal. They cut a deal on an ethics vote on a Republican. And that's just wrong. If everybody ought to just stand on their own. If it were truly, we don't care whose party these sex offenders and all this other stuff are in. We're going after them. Then we start cutting deals. To me, it's really disgusting. I get disgusted about some things, but this is one that's really, really bad. You've got some people on there who are chairmen of committees and things like that. And that's the kind of people we put in leadership. It's bogus and it stinks. And the first opportunity I get to speak to our leadership, I will give them a piece of my mind, and I doubt it will go anywhere. But they're the most sewer-dwelling people, some of these folks, not all of them, but some of them are. It's just disgusting. It really is. Anyway, still, thank y'all for sending me here. We got to keep fighting. We quit, and we lose the whole deal. Remember Reagan said we're one generation away from losing our country. Folks, we're one boat series away from losing our country. We got to wake up. God's given us an incredible gift, and we're just blowing it. It won't be around for everybody. It's just for their grandkids. Dadgummit, it might not be around for your kids. It might not make it to the end of the year. Let's take our country back, folks. Thank y'all for sitting here.
This is going to take me a minute, but I'm so curious who he was talking about. I found the roll call and the vote yesterday. I want to know who the Republicans were that voted present and voted no. So I'm going to see how I can
please do tell us.
Sort through that. It'll tell us a lot.
I like what he said yesterday in his previous statement in the hallway, that the swamp was something that God created, that this is a sewer that needs cleaning out. And I thought, okay, that's a great way to put it. But the other thing that bothered me is that when Anna Paulina Luna went forward to just make that statement, ask the question, I understand that she was out of order. I understand that the rules weren't followed, but are we not sick of people saying you didn't do that just right, so we can't help you? You know, it's the same thing and the same reason, Allison, why we got back involved in politics after little breaks. Because during COVID, we were told when we reached out to leadership at school or church leaders, you were out of order. You didn't follow the proper channels. Are we not tired of being told that poppycock and balderdash by people who know better, and they know exactly, and they know that we know, and they do not care?
I mean, this wasn't even, as far as I can tell, this wasn't even that. This is purely CYA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Uniparty garbage. There's no principle. There's no conviction. I don't know how most of these people sleep at night. I'm not going to say they're all bad. We have some great congressional delegates. But as a whole, the whole thing is corrupt. It's disgusting. Most of them are compromised. And most of them, at the end of the day, do not care about the American people. They care about their stock trades and making sure they can continue to get what they can get and do what they can do. And this is the ultimate example of something that is so disgusting and you still are out for yourself, you still will compromise, you'll still take that handshake in the dark room of the Senate.
I've got the list of Republicans who voted no and present, by the way, if you want those.
Okay, that was probably way quicker than going through the roll call.
Don Bacon from Nebraska voted nay.
Biscuit.
We got Lance Gooden of Texas.
Well, appropriate name, Gooden.
Voted nay.
Turd.
And then we got Dave Joyce of Ohio who voted nay.
Come on,
nobody
Dave.
even knows you, Dave.
And then the ones that voted present, Andrew Garbarino of New York, Dan Muser of Pennsylvania, and then we got Jay Obernolt of California.
Who?
Yeah. So those were the 6 that voted nay and present.
So,
oh, excuse me. Sorry. So sorry. We have some more that did not vote at all. We've got, let's see here, Trent Kelly of Mississippi.
like he just wasn't there.
Yeah, he just didn't vote at all.
Yeah. That's the way I would do it.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. You fell asleep and missed the vote.
We got Rowley of Ohio, Rutherford of Florida, and then Womack of Arkansas. All did not vote on it either. So those are the Republicans that voted nay, present, and not voting.
I don't even know at this point.
Do you go with, as our friend Scott Beeson says, Craig's Law on this? Craig's Law says it's pretty obvious. Like, are they all caught up in this? If you're going to vote no and present, like, what's your motivation? Why would you not?
Mike Johnson.
Okay. Let's go with the most benign, the least maniacal answer to that.
They got drunk at dinner
and couldn't make it.
And they just couldn't even walk back.
Okay.
Is this for the ones that didn't vote at all or voted nay or all the above?
Any of them.
All of them.
Like, it's not important enough to be there, or I'm going to vote no.
I mean, the most benign answer is they were told to vote no. Like, that's the most benign. Like, Mike Johnson told them, vote no or vote present, not vote, whatever you got to do. And we will keep you in mind later. We'll get you support. Don't worry.
Do y'all think Mike Johnson is hiding something? Or
I mean, he's the leader of the, not only Speaker of the House, but literally the Republican leader in the House. So I guarantee you he was behind this backroom deal, or at the very least approved it. So I don't know. I don't know if he's hiding something, but he's definitely partaking in the grossness of what this was, for
he's
sure.
He's allowing it to take place.
At the very least.
Which I think is the most awful reason, is that they are all caught up. I mean, as you're reading the list, as you first made the statement and then you read the list of the people, my instant response was, oh, they're participants. What do they have on them? That they, oops, I got drunk at dinner. Oh, I had to catch a flight. I don't know. I don't know what these people do. Anywho.
But I know we got to go to a break, but one last thing. Jamie Raskin, who is a Democratic, congressman, when he was giving a speech on the floor before the vote, and that he gave the spin of what Congresswoman can't text with her constituent, but then he said this at the end, which came off as a threat. He goes, so are you saying that if you vote to censure her, are you saying that nobody on your side has any text with Jeffrey Epstein at all? I would be careful if you're going to put that on the record. That's what he said.
Raskin.
So,
but that's where I think we're different, or we should be different. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, black, white, red, brown. If expose it all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Blow the Republican Party up. I don't even care. I just don't. And it shouldn't be like that, but it is like that. Sometimes it'd be that way. Sometimes, what was that quote?
We'll have to work on that quote.
I'm going to look it up.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, but
we don't know why it'd be like that, but it do.
Yeah. Somebody in Alabama said something one time. We're going to figure out when and where. While we do that, we got to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside. We may need to go just wash up after that.
Dana from Athens. Why?
So if you want to, we're not advocating that you do, but if you want to, I didn't know about Corey Mills. Again, reiterating, we learned together here. Corey Mills, Florida, Schmorda. What's the problem with Corey Mills? He is a sick and twisted man. Sick. Threatening. Why in the world, Republicans, did you keep him? Are you telling me of all the millions of people who live in Florida, you can't find somebody with some character to represent your 7th district? I lived there. There's a lot of people. And you're telling me, Republicans, this is okay? Like, it almost makes what Kathy or whatever this, who's the other girl that we're talking about that's a Democrat?
Plaskett.
Stacey Plaskett. Gross.
Okay.
Just gross.
Look, Dana said to go check out Nancy Mace's post on X. Apparently she's leading the way, kind of urging to remove him from committee assignments, etc. For lots of things. She says allegations of stolen valor, domestic abuse, arms deals with the U.S. government. He's a shady guy. He's a terrible guy. Okay. But then you look up and see some of the texts. And initially I said, and I still will say, it's not illegal
to be a creep.
To
a certain extent.
But this is like, my jaw dropped open.
It did.
Again, if everybody in this conversation is an adult, there's really probably nothing legally you can do, but it is unsavory and it is unbecoming of someone that is representing you. And unfortunately, I don't think this is special.
No.
I think these texts are out there for 50%.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other problem. Not only does he threaten these women, and many of them have to get restraining orders against him, but Nancy Mace has her own trouble too.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Oh, she's losing her mind.
And she's running for governor of South Carolina.
So everybody's got problems. The question is for all of us, because as you have said for years, we operate and exist in a nation of laws with a uniparty. One's not that different than the other. And that's why people are frustrated with y'all, is you pretend to stand up for things. And then when it comes to this stuff, tell us without telling us y'all got some pervs in your midst.
Oh, we have some, maybe more. And it's maybe even worse on our side because we claim to be so godly, so Christian, so good, so family. And then we act just like them. Unless you think this is not happening in the great state of Alabama or Montgomery, you would be very wrong.
Well, it just shows that this guy was worth protecting. That like the Republicans up in DC saw this guy as worth protecting over. And the enemy is on our left for sure. But whenever we have some on our own side that are gross individuals like this guy is, and we protect him over censuring somebody who literally was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein and thought, hey, we won't call out what's wrong on your side. Just don't call out what's wrong on ours. Like, that's the grossness, because we're going to fight the left when they're against our Christian values. We don't protect the ones on the right when they're also against our Christian values.
That's right.
So,
and I think you're complicit in this if you cannot hold these people accountable and aren't willing to do the hard thing.
That's exactly right, because we're talking about the policies and we're against the policies, but eventually you become what you do. And that's what we're talking about now. These people are becoming what they're doing. We should all be concerned.
They just endorsed his behavior. That's disgusting. On that note, we'll be right back. We've got a whole lot more to cover. Tommy Tuberville, the Charlotte riots, lots of things going on. You're listening to Right Side Radio. We'll be back.
I want to remind you, Inspire Advisors is one of our sponsors, and they are doing amazing work. Look, I know this audience. You're the kind of folks who believe in standing up for your principles. You're good stewards of what you have for resources. What if the companies you are investing in, though, don't reflect your values at all? Well, that's why you need to meet Paul Breyer and his team at Inspire Advisors. Inspire Advisors, experts in the field of biblically responsible investing. Look, they can help you grow your bottom line while also being proud of what companies you invest in. Inspire Advisors, you got to check them out. Here's their website, www.moneypatternwealth.com. That's Inspire Advisors, www.moneypatternwealth.com, and tell them you heard about it on Rightside Radio.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. The word of the day, the phrase of the day is, we don't dislike them enough. How about that? Also, part 2, because I'd like to propose on the show after we have named our goose, and y'all have sent some hilarious names in.
Duck.
We also maybe want to debut, in addition to a word of the day, starting with your best word ever, Allison, the "we told you so" section.
Is there a word for that? Let's Google it. Is there a word that means "we told you so"?
Yeah.
Or do you just have to keep it in phrase form?
I'm trying to think of any. I'll look it up.
Sequitur?
Maybe there's like a yes. That's it. But we need under like every day, or the days that maybe we said something last week or perhaps yesterday and we told you so. We need a little phrasey phrase for that.
Apparently, told ya is a word.
Told ya?
It's one word.
TOLDJA. Told ya.
Told ya.
The told ya segment.
Is that like in the Urban Dictionary, or is this in the what?
Told ya.
This is actually from Quora, which is whatever.
Okay.
Unreliable.
Oh.
But
So-
it's a common and casual abbreviation.
Okay,
Told ya.
so on
Bobby
1,
says
2,
karma.
3, we're going to say that word together, introducing our new segment, and then you can play the lady in question. Okay?
Mhm.
Mike says it's duh.
Duh.
Oh, I like that even better. You want to do duh?
I like duh.
Okay.
Duh.
I'm going to count us down, starting with 1, and then that.
That's not down. You can't go 1, 2, 3 and say you're counting
No,
down.
I know. I realized I said that backwards. Okay, I'm going to count us down. We're going to say the word and then play. Okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Duh.
The issue with the new information that you just indicated is the department seeking information perhaps from the Epstein estate, because Mr. Blanche did not have that information when he interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell. What new information, and would you limit the new investigation to just those named persons that the president talked about, or is this a broad, open-ended investigation?
I would refer to the Deputy Attorney General's post that he put out on X, and we're not going to say anything else on that because now it is a pending investigation in the Southern District of New York.
Pam Blondie.
Our Attorney General is now referring to X and tweets as her response to the American people.
What are you doing?
Apparently nothing. Or she's involved in everything. Y'all are getting a trend in my brainicle.
Everybody's involved.
Everybody's going down.
And all the things.
All the things. But I mean, what else? It's when they lie to us and they do shady stuff.
That was a good
like
save.
This. I feel like we don't have a choice but to question everything.
No, we have to. This is why we exist. To point this out, because our listeners are living busy lives and we enjoy the conversation, but we have a uniparty. We can't think that we don't after complete nonsensical situations like this, where we fail to do the right thing. We vote for me. I'm a principled conservative. And then I go and act like a douchebag behind closed doors and do what's wrong. And then now we have our Attorney General that's like, but we're going to hold some things back. What? So I can protect my friends? What choice do we have than to ask questions of people we thought we could trust? We are simply asking for the truth, unless you don't think we can handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That's a good button.
We should add that. And now we're here. Both sides going, what's going on?
Well, here's how I read it. Because there's a provision in this law that was just passed that gives Pam Bondi full discretion to redact things in the Epstein files that would hurt national security or national intelligence, something along those lines. I feel like that's an answer in itself, though. Like, if it's such, which I understand, obviously, like if with any other, like the JFK files, for example, if there's stuff in there from the past, which I don't know how there would be, that, probably should leave out because it could put, intelligence in a bad spot today, whatever. Like with normal release of information like that, I understand. But if it's such a cornerstone with the Epstein one in particular, that we have to redact things for national security and national intelligence, you're kind of telling on yourselves with that alone. Because now you're saying you don't want, I don't know, current intelligence agencies to be, I don't know, put on the spot or hurt because a sex trafficker and a pedophile, those files are going to get released. I don't know. That's a bit of an answer in its own to me. Like, okay, they're telling on themselves, which I really didn't need that. I have a feeling I know what was going on with Epstein already, but I don't know and Mike Johnson said that he was disappointed the Senate didn't make more tweaks to the Transparency Act and that him and the president were having ongoing conversations about it. It's like, it's disappointing, but them doing that, it's an answer within itself. I feel
Agree.
Can I play this clip the old school way where I just hold up my phone to the microphone?
Or if you give me like a minute, I can have it on the computer.
Okay. Well, I just want to, if you want to get it queued up, it's Thomas Massey talking about this exact thing. Why are you giggling?
Because we have a producer and he likes to play things and that makes us both very happy.
It does, but I'm so used to just
the old
raw
school
dogging it and just holding it up. Yeah. So anyway, I will say in this discussion, because I'm still stuck on, I cannot believe we're here, and I cannot believe how my innocent, everybody always does good mind has transformed over the years. I will say, please prove me wrong. If anybody has anything, Pam Bondi, prove me wrong. I would love for you to prove me wrong. If any of our listeners have anything to back up that we're on the wrong track, please reach out to us. I'm not saying I'm right, but I am saying with where we are after what we went through with the election, with COVID, with all the transgender crap, with what's going on in our schools, with the immigration taking over, with everything that's happening, you cannot tell me that there isn't a coordinated effort by someone to make all these things happen, or in the case of the Epstein files, not happen. I would love to be wrong, but I just don't think I am.
By the way, I got that clip ready whenever you want it.
Okay, let's play Thomas Massey talking about why the Epstein files is so difficult to get through.
It's that simple.
Why do you think he is working so hard not to get them released for so many months? What do you think the real reason is?
These files implicate billionaires and friends of his and political donors that he's trying to protect. And Epstein also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies. That's why there's so much effort in trying to stop this. And I do believe they'll try to stop it somewhere else. And that's going to backfire on them too.
So he's talking about Trump, which a little bit that pivoted.
Pivot.
So I need a pivot button. Pivot. You have a pivot button?
No.
You went to hit a button.
I need to get a list of all the buttons in one day. I'll make them all.
It back.
I'll make them all one day.
We'll make you a list.
Because Trump now is saying, give him everything. But again, this is how the theater goes. Give him everything. But we're going to give Pam Bondi the right to retract everything that is national security. So it's this whole game where it looks like all of a sudden Trump is trying to be transparent, but we know we're going to get nothing. And he can say, I told her, as long as it wasn't national security, and get credit for it.
So we're back to a question we asked earlier in the week. What are they distracting us from since this story has gone on since forever? What else is going on? We're over here with the bright, shiny object. We're finally going to get the list. There will be no prosecutions, by the way. We just finally have not the list. I understand there's not a list with 1 through 1 million people on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are we being distracted from?
You see, I'm not so sure if this one is that because of how much Mike Johnson And Trump, up until this past week, has been fighting it, white knuckling it, we're not doing this. And I think Massey and Ro Khanna's petition, we just got to a point of it's going to happen. So now they're like, okay, well, how do we minimize the damage? How do we, have damage control in this? So I actually don't think this one in particular is a distraction because of how much it had been fought. I think it's just unavoidable at this point.
But what's going to come out of it?
Nothing.
So if they're not going to get anything and they're cosplaying for us, and this is the theater of the absurd, surely they're trying to hide something else. Or is it that they're just hiding how nasty they are? Like they wanted us to know a little bit, just not that much.
I'm with JP on this one. I think this is the thing. And I think all the other things were the distraction. Like if you notice, they dropped some J6 stuff a few weeks ago.
I like that. Okay.
That went nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Trying everything to get us off of this kick. And it doesn't work because just like your kids, when they don't let you in the door, the more they protest, you're like, you're doing coke in the room. I know it. And chasing it with Jack Daniels. I know it. And so that's exactly what this is.
Okay.
I think this is the thing. I think this is what could bring globally governments, not just people, but governments crashing down. And it was to be protected and kept secret at all costs. And it still will be.
Yeah.
Or maybe protecting current intelligence operations.
I do
That's
think
the scary
that.
one.
I do think that. But okay, I can buy that. I buy it. I'm in. I think you're right about it. But it's just fascinating.
Yeah.
It is fascinating. And yet we want to be over it, and we're over it. And here it still is. Okay. All right.
But good on us. We forced the issue.
Yes, which is encouraging.
We're probably still not going to be satisfied. So be it. You shouldn't run for office if you don't want the pressure, right? Just step down. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll cover lots more news. I have some hot flash news. We've got some Alabama news. We'll do all the things. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside. I'm Amy Beth with Allison and JP. We're having a Wednesday. We thought we'd get further, but we got stuck and hung up on the whole Epstein situation. And I think you guys have sufficiently convinced me, along with many people, that this is the thing. Although I leave a teeny tiny space because I feel like they're always trying to pull one over on us.
Yeah. Fair.
But we have lots of texts from y'all. So thank you. Who do we want to start with?
Well, Brad from Crimestone County, it kind of went over my head, but let's read it. You want to read it?
Sure. I don't know if there's one word for, quote, see, I told you so, a la the late Rush Hudson Limbaugh III, but the French have a term for when you think of the perfect comeback, when it's too late to employ it, a la George Costanza. Esprit l'escalier. Esprit l'escalier. L'escalier. Literally, it means, quote, wit of the staircase.
I enjoy that.
I don't know what that means. I'm thinking.
By the time you get to the staircase, shazam, the idea hits you.
Oh, I was stuck on pivot. Okay. No, that's right. And that's the worst feeling, actually, when you're going to bed and like somebody said something and you can't think of what to say back until it's like 3 hours later and it's the perfect comeback and the moment's gone.
It's like in the shower thinking back on the day. It's like,
yeah, dang it.
If I
Should have said
this
that.
like that. Yeah.
That would have really gotten them. Trats.
It's good.
Brad from Madison also says they may need to withhold information for two valid purposes. One, information to be used in a current or future prosecution. And two, sources or methods used by intelligence agencies, quote, or parentheses, not to prevent embarrassment or to cover up violations. But that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like, that tells on themselves. If they have to protect methods or sources used by intelligence agencies with Jeffrey Epstein, hint, hint, hello, that's kind of an answer within itself. But,
you know, I think following Mike Benz on X, do you follow him? He's a great intelligence follow, laying out information. So is Data Republican, small R Republican. They have opened my eyes, those two, over the last 2 years to the shenanigans of our government into the deep state with receipts. They don't just talk about it. They provide info, details, examples. And I do agree with y'all that if this comes out and we see the web that has been woven worldwide, we will be shocked. That's the part that I think you may have said in break. I don't know which one of you said in break. I don't know if we're ready for that.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the whole truth of the Epstein files? It's like, I don't know. Like Allison said, like governments may be maybe not crumbling, but oof. Yeah. It's a lot of truth. I don't know if we can handle all the truth, but we should still get the files out.
Yeah.
Like that's a easy one.
Yep.
Let's see what else.
Jim from Harvest has a good, and I was actually about to say this. I don't think this is the case, but if there is an investigation, Pam has to be very careful. I love that we're on first name basis. Pam has to be very careful what she says. Remember when Charles Manson nearly got a mistrial because President Nixon said he was guilty? I get that. But don't you think we're far enough down the road that they would have had that cleaned up? I mean, they've had Ghislaine Maxwell in prison. She's not talking. They haven't, as far as I know, they haven't really gotten much. She said she would talk.
She got a puppy.
She did get a puppy and moved
How
to like
sweet.
the penthouse of prison. I do get that. And that's a valid argument. My spidey senses say that's not what's happening here. But
yeah. But the reason given for why Pam can redact was for national security. So not for
protection.
We're not for messing up any
investigation.
Future prosecutions, which I would agree. Yeah, I'm not expecting Pam Bondi to go up into the press and say, this person's guilty, this person's guilty, this person's guilty. But if, given her full authority to redact whatever she needs to for, quote, national security, that's just one of those, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which could mean I need to redact President Trump, all these people's names. Because you can't have a presidentless. Gosh, what if it took out like the entire line of secession?
Oh, my word. Maybe we'd be all better off, though.
I mean, it makes sense. Speaker of the House is in there somewhere.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside. I'm Amy Beth. She's Allison. He's JP. We are having a Wednesday, and Allison is laughing. We're all laughing. Our listeners, y'all are very funny and astute.
Apparently, I said line of secession. Like we're all going to succeed, which I mean,
or secede.
What did I say?
Succeed.
Oh, okay. Well, we need a line of succession.
Succession. Yes.
Not to secede, but to succeed. And continue. Okay. It's not that funny. I don't know why it's funny. Anyway, we're not seceding, Brad. I'm sorry.
No.
We're just trying to say that the Epstein files may take everybody out. That's all I was trying to say.
It's true.
I don't know what sequitur means either. So let's just move on.
Or non sequitur.
Or
for that matter.
I mean, put that non in front of it and I'm really confused.
I'm sorry.
I do have some hot flash news though, which actually is kind of hot in here. Is anybody else hot?
It's cold.
I'm kind of indifferent.
Caleb with the case.
Definitely Leslie. Okay, Leslie.
I'm going to try and be less Leslie-ish. I'm going to be very serious.
All right.
I'm going to cut your mic off if you giggle one more time.
Hey, you better keep me in line. Let me put my glasses on.
She's getting serious, everybody. Prepare yourself for some hot flash news. JP?
Yeah. Is it sound effect time?
It's time.
Excuse me.
Does not help me be serious.
And the reason we play that, Allison said often, is because that's what a hot flash feels like.
Yeah.
Which, if I'm having one right now, that might be it.
All right. I'll bump the air down.
Yeah, I think it's just hot in here. Okay. Here we go. Apparently, very recently, the Supreme Court gave President Trump sweeping wartime authority under the 1798 Alien Enemies Act. This is not funny. That means Trende Agarawa.
Aragua.
Allison. The Agua guys can now officially be labeled an invasion force.
Okay.
Really?
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a 5-4 decision.
Wait.
I don't know.
So the Supreme Court ruled on this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When?
Today.
Okay, that's great news.
That is actually because
So they can be rounded up and sent back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To where they from came.
Yeah.
That.
Well, so I'm trying to remember the reasoning why they were saying, because I guess they were trying to say that Trende Aragua is not a nation, therefore not an invading force, therefore hasn't declared war on us. But that line of thinking is just ridiculous. Because Trende Aragua not only has connections to President Maduro, allegedly, the Trump administration was saying, but now hopefully this can, give way to the boat strikes to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, could be a big win.
And I don't understand when we see Trende Aragua doing what they're doing.
It's difficult.
Aragua.
Oh,
doing what they're doing.
Show off.
Well, it's like those people when they're on the news and they're like, my name is
Inigo Montoya.
Galas. Oh, yes, Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Do you know that movie?
Oh, he doesn't know Princess Bride. Oh, we have so much to go over, JP.
I may
Best
do.
movie.
I couldn't tell you, but I think I may have seen. Anyways,
Wesley.
no, I don't know that.
Okay.
No.
My twoo love. So
Knowledge.
we get on. Okay. So here's the deal with Trende Aragua. We saw them in Colorado taking over an apartment complex. Are you telling me that because they're violent in certain communities and their war is the kind that is snorted and shot up into your veins, that doesn't count as a war? Because it's taking the equal amount of people out because of what they're doing and what they've brought to the country. That doesn't count. Are you telling me we shouldn't do boat strikes? Stop.
And it's so naive because, Trende Aragua is not a formal nation, and that formal nation, Venezuela, did not technically declare war. It's like, yeah, Trende Aragua is literally a paramilitary force, and they're coming and bringing their drugs, killing America. So I'm glad that they did rule in that way. I had a feeling they would, but 5-4 is still a little closer. I wonder who was the one allegedly conservative judge that dissented. I wonder.
I was going to ask you to look
Roberts.
that up.
I'm saying Roberts.
It probably was Roberts.
No, it was the biscuit woman.
Oh, it was Amy Coney Barrett?
Oh, maybe. Okay.
All right.
But it is called the 1798 Alien Enemies Act. It doesn't say alien country, it's enemies. And I would declare them an enemy of the American people.
Absolutely.
I haven't read the act itself, but it seems pretty common sense.
Also, while I'm reading this, another big part of it is the due process that they were wanting to give to Tren de Aragua gang members. This not only so there's the aspect of strikes in the sea, but now if they can say yes, this does fall in line with the 1798 Alien Enemies Act, then Tren de Aragua members do not necessarily need due process before being deported. So hopefully those mass deportations.
Could you remind me why we give anybody who's here illegally due process?
I couldn't tell you.
That's like, hey, you came in and tried to kill my family. You broke into my home and you robbed me. But let's pause for a minute and just talk it through.
Yeah,
I just want to hear your side. What's wrong with people?
I can't find the ruling of who dissented. Anyways, I think we're good to continue. Hot Flash News.
Female reporter who slammed Hollywood for thinking female reporters sleep with sources. Accused of sleeping with sources.
Sorry.
I mean, I can swipe left or right, but I think that pretty much explains it.
I'll tell you somebody who swiped right.
Jeffrey
That
or
girl.
Corey Mills?
That lady.
She
See what it did there?
Well, that was good.
Ew.
I'm just going to move on. Experts say parents should ask babies for what?
I don't even know, but we're talking about babies. They can't talk.
Experts say babies should ask. Wait. Experts say parents should ask babies for consent before
changing them.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
I'd like to go home now.
Can the baby give consent to be changed?
I don't think you can give consent until you're like 16 or 18. What world are we living in? Drenched diapers are no longer messes that need to be ripped off a baby's bottom post haste, according to the new advice by early childhood development researchers in Australia. Instead, the experts encourage moms and dads to request an infant's consent. You read that correctly. Before changing their diaper. At the start of a nappy change, ensure your child knows what is happening. Get down on their level and say, you need a nappy change, and then pause so they can take it in.
We deserve whatever we get.
Like, Lord Jesus, just come back
right
now.
That was fitting to do that in a British accent, by the way.
Well,
Yeah, well done.
I was trying to go for Australian because
You're nappy.
you crikey.
That was good.
Thank you.
Real good.
Along those same lines,
Yes, ma'am.
in case you were wondering, a new California community requires residents to sign what? Y'all guess.
Okay,
It's a pledge.
They're in a community. They're signing a pledge.
Yes, what kind of pledge?
And they're in California, so they've lost their mind. They have to sign a pledge not to misgender anybody.
Oh, that's a really good guess. That's wrong, but it's good.
Is it along that same line?
It's equally as ridiculous.
Because I was going to say a pledge everybody had to drive like electric vehicles or something.
A kindness pledge.
Oh, okay.
If you're not nice, you shouldn't live here. This is the kindest neighborhood in America. Golly gee. Y'all, we have moved into the realm of the ridiculous. Like, before you move there, you have to sign a kindness pledge.
And I guarantee you the HOA lady, Karen, who's making everybody sign a kindness pledge is probably not very kind. I'm just going to go on a limb there.
Yeah, I think that's probably a very good guess.
She's probably very militant about her kindness pledge.
But if she's in California, what's her name going to be? Because you can't just have a typical Karen in California. They have all the kind of dude.
It's got to be a hyphenated name.
Yeah. So what's her name that's going around making sure, hey, you guys, sign the kindness check.
Tammy.
I was going with Debbie.
I was Skylar.
Oh, that's very grunge and granola.
Yeah, like Skylar. root.
Nathaniel in Huntsville says Sharon.
Sharon.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one
That's
too.
a good one.
That's pretty good. All right. One more. Actually, two more.
Okay.
The U.S. moves to declare the Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist group.
Okay.
Today. That's just like Texas.
It
That would be
is.
really good if we can do that.
That would be good.
I hope we will.
And that keeps them from buying public property and operating
Yeah,
in any
and
capacity.
Absolutely.
I don't think it ever happens, but maybe.
It's worth a shot.
I mean, apparently Marco Rubio is floating this out there.
Okay.
Along the same lines, Trump is reinstating public charge rules that deny visas to anybody who has ever gone on welfare, been institutionalized, or is a drug addict or mental case. This is decades overdue. My question is, why is anyone that is on a visa, here on a visa, on welfare to start with?
Well, think about we need to look up the numbers in the break because I know that we've talked about this a little bit before, but the amount of money that's going, like the RAISE Act for ESL students, would probably blow our minds. It is long overdue, but what in the world? Why are you getting this in the first place? And why did this take so long?
What are the different types of visas?
There's a student visa.
Okay.
There's the work visa.
Okay.
And then there's other visas that they would give, for example, and I don't know if this is a different kind, like we talked about last week, the medical student visa.
Is there a visa that says
So H-1B?
It's a welfare visa, so you can come here and be on
No,
welfare?
but they get it.
It's
They're taking care of everybody else but us.
The 40% of rent controlled apartments in New York City going to illegals or foreigners.
Yeah.
It's along the same lines. It's crazy. By the way, can I add one more hot flash news story?
Yeah.
Because I saw it yesterday and I thought it was really funny. Apparently there's a trend going on of parents door dashing their kids' school lunch.
I'd heard about that.
That's
Door dashing your kids' lunch.
That is so funny in my opinion. Like, I can just imagine like the flood of door dashers going into a school. Like, where's Jimmy? Where's Tommy? Your mom sent this to you. Like, it's sending them like Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell or something. But also, that is so bad. Like,
so bad.
Awful for you.
That's like, what happened to just the rectangle pizza and some corn? Is that not okay anymore? I don't know.
Michelle Obama took that away.
She did.
That,
The
that,
food during her era was disgusting.
that is actually what radicalized me to be a Republican for life. When I was in like, it was 2008. So I was in early elementary school, and I remember the Pizza Fridays at school went bye-bye. And I went home and asked my mom, why is there no more Pizza Fridays? And she was like, well, there was a new president elected, and the first lady thinks that you guys need to eat healthier lunches. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously? And Republican for life after that. That radicalized me. The school lunches being taken
Oh, I do
away.
remember that because I had kids that would come home and say, for the 1 year that they were there, I'm hungry. And they said I was taller than the other kids, so I didn't need as much. Oh, it really happened. And I'm like, I will be making your lunch. They have no right. Yeah, I pay my taxes and you should feed my children that nasty food. And then, of course,
They
made
do
their
have
lunch.
Italian dunkers now.
Oh, look how sweet.
They're really good.
Are they?
Yeah, it's the only day I would go have lunch with my kids.
Is
at
that
school.
chicken or is that a mozzarella
No,
stick?
no. It's like bread with mozzarella on top. It's really good.
Cool.
Shane says there are immigrant visas, but I don't know if that means you get to come here and get on welfare.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back in just a minute. And then at the 4:00 hour, we've got Chairman John Wall joining us. It's going to be a really good interview. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside. I'm Amy Beth. She's Allison and he's JP. Just a little quick note, just to put a fine point on what Allison is saying, because we didn't know just how many visas there were. Okay, guys. The categories are this. Some of y'all already knew this. I didn't. Tourist visas. These are the different types you can have. Tourist visas, business visas, work visas, H-1B, L-1, or O-1. Student visas, transit visas, family visas, exchange visas, diplomat visas. And then there are immigrant visas, permanent residency, meaning family-based visas, employment-based visas, diversity visas. Interesting. From countries with low rates of immigration, refugee asylum visas, and investor visas. But I don't see on that list exactly what Allison was pointing out.
It says come get welfare visa.
Yeah, that I didn't.
It's not on
I don't
there?
know. Did I say that? Like, was that on the list?
I didn't hear it unless it's the payoff for the diversity visa, which is like, why do you need to? It said for countries with low rates of visas
that don't get much immigration to the U.S.
Okay, well then they don't want to come here.
Yeah, right.
So why do we have a special program that they? Oh, I get it, because we're trying to destroy America.
Yeah,
that's it.
So
Silly me.
for people who are still upset that we don't think everybody should come here, we go back to a conversation we had earlier in the week. When we go to other countries, like you said, is it yesterday or the day before, you go to Italy, you don't suddenly become an Italian citizen. You can go to China. You're not going to become a citizen. You can go to Canada, England, you name it. You don't instantly become a citizen unless something more nefarious is at play here. And so we're asking questions, and perhaps we should wake up to the idea that if they destroy us from within and we look like the bad guys for asking questions, really we're making statements by asking questions. Maybe we go, what's going on here?
We have some Dearborn, Michigan clips that we want to play, and we'll probably play those after we talk to John Wall. But I do want to say that I heard an interview with the Dearborn, Michigan mayor, and he was saying that he doesn't like the term of melting pot for America, that he prefers us being a salad.
Oh,
where you have the lettuce. He literally said this
out loud.
Yeah. This was his analogy. You have the lettuce and the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the onions and the croutons, and they all go together, but they're all very different and separate. That as America, we should not melt together, that we should be distinguishable.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I thought he's saying the quiet part that's not so quiet out loud. So he is, and they are slowly taking over our county governments, our city governments, our states, and they wholly plan on Minnesota being a Muslim state. He's okay with that. That is America to him. And he's basically, I mean, I feel like Dearborn was the first real heavily Muslim populated city. Or is there?
No, I agree. I think it's Dearborn. And I think what we also have to be aware of for people that go, oh, but y'all are being so mean. Please go look at across the globe. And I mean it. When Islam begins to take root, what happens? And specifically, not just what happens to the communities, but for those of you who are for women and that's your issue, what happens to women when that begins to take hold? It's not pretty.
Lebanon. A little history of Lebanon. That'll wake you up. On the other side, we'll be back with Chairman of the Republican Party, John Wall. We'll see you on the other side.
Hey, my friends, Phil Williams here. You've heard me talk about Inspire Advisors, how Paul Breyer and his team at Inspire Advisors will help you grow your investment portfolio while also screening out the companies that don't stand for conservative Christian principles. Look, they are experts in what is known as biblically responsible investing, and they are now offering a limited opportunity for a free class on that BRI. Check out the class, register for free, their website, www.moneypatternwealth.com. It's godly, it's conservative, it's financial freedom, y'all, with Inspire Advisors at www.moneypatternwealth.com. Check them out. Tell them you heard about it on Rightside Radio.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. We are joined by Al Gopp, the Alabama GOP president, John Wall, first time on our show.
President.
I mean, he's in charge. He's the big chief. He's
chairman.
He's the
moved to
chairman.
President.
Well, I
Yeah,
just,
look,
all the
I
words.
accept chairman. Yeah, I accept chairman, president, commander in chief, supreme leader, whatever you want to call me.
John, thanks for joining us. I don't know if you can see the picture we have of you up on the live stream, but it's you got a serious like fist pump, like looking strong. Yeah.
The Trump rally picture. I like that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take
it's
that.
good.
Yep.
It's good.
It's good. So
Yeah.
how are you today? Where are you today? Are you traveling the state?
So believe it or not, this is I was looking at my calendar, this is one of the first days I've had home in about 3 weeks. I've been on the road nonstop. So I'm actually home on the farm today.
Oh, wow.
Home on the farm.
Or right now, I was off the farm earlier, but I'm home.
It must be nice to be home.
It is. I'll tell you, I am not a politician by trade. I'm definitely a farmer at heart. And so I always joke with people when they talk, I'm working on a deal on the net, with something with the Trump administration or, position with the RNC or Southern region. And I always say, it's amazing how a farm boy from North Alabama can make people think he's important. I love that.
Well, you've done a good job because you're pretty much everywhere these days. We wanted to start out, Abs, you had a question about party stuff.
So let's talk about the Republican Party in Alabama. Could you talk to us about the state of the party?
So, yeah, I mean, look, the Alabama Republican Party is incredibly strong. And I love that. This is the party is near and dear to my heart because I really feel like if we're going to affect permanent change and restore America, I like to call it restore rather than, there's different terms, but restore America to the vision of our founding fathers. The ideas of freedom and liberty, constitutionally limited government, putting people back in charge. If we're going to do that, the vehicle that best helps us accomplish that is the Republican Party. There's no other organization I know that can do it. And it's why I think we have to remain vigilant and we have to restore the party first so then the party can have the influence it needs to have governmentally. And so I think it's so important that we make sure the party is strong. We make sure that it's standing for what's right. The platform, we hold it true. Because at the end of the day, the Republican Party is not great because of our name. It's great because of the values we fight for. And that's my heart. And I think I love to see Alabama staying strong. Our party, financially, we're strong. Influence, getting more into legislation and standing for the principles we believe in when it comes to what our state, legislation our state passes, interacting with candidates just across the board. I like to see where Alabama's at right now.
From a national committeeman, and you are the vice chairman of the South. Tell me what you are.
Yeah, so I'm technically RNC vice chair, but there's 4 regions.
Okay.
So I'm vice chair for the Southern region.
Okay. So from a national RNC level, we are seeing a kind of split, some fault lines develop in the party. This whole America First versus MAGA versus I don't traditional, kind of old school Republican conservative. What do you think we need to do? First of all, what's your view on that? Is it as dire as it seems? And if so, what do we need to do to win in the midterms and win in this next election? Because right now, I'm hesitant to say that we're on the right track.
Yeah, look, I agree. And I think the first thing is we've all got to step back, take our eyes off of each other and look at our enemy, which is not other people within the party, whether that's the fight between Thomas Massie and Donald Trump or vice versa, or Marjorie Taylor Greene or Tucker Carlson, whatever it is. Just stop and say, look, we Republican conservatives within the conservative movement, people who genuinely care about America and actually believe in the Constitution and limited government, we've got to stop fighting with each other and keep in mind who our real enemy is. And it is the godless, American hating socialist left. And when we put that into context, I think we can have that common enemy. I think we need to get back to that. Look, the questions and the squabbles over is this right or is that right? We need to have those conversations, but I think they need to be more behind closed doors. Figure this out. There's going to be differences within the Republican umbrella. That's healthy. That's good. that's fine. But at the end of the day, our most ardent fire and what should be our priority is keeping the main thing. And that's fighting for the future of America.
Go ahead.
I just was going to ask, do you think our tent has gotten too big?
Well, I don't think the tent can get too big if the values underneath it remain
Yep.
true, right? Like look, if you want to put yourself under the Republican umbrella, I don't care, where that comes from or who you are. That's great, but don't come in and try to change our platform. Don't come in and try to, say something that, advocate for policies that are not Republican. But as long as you're willing to stand on Republican values and for freedom and liberty, we embrace you.
So I know hopefully you can stay through the break because we have questions state level for you about some issues that we know you're working on. But when it comes to the National Party and the infighting that we see, this is just off the cuff. I'm wondering out loud, how do we stop each other from having those ridiculous meltdown fights that seem to take place it's like cyclical, but what can we really do in those kinds of situations?
Well, look, and the first thing is, I think, and I'm a man of faith, right? And that's what drives me. I believe in God, in Jesus Christ. It's not just some nameless, faceless God. I know who my creator is. And I think there's so much wisdom that we can pull from, biblical principles into the political landscape. And I think one of those is when you have an issue with your brother, you go to them first and you talk to them. You don't go to the press. No, that's not a direct quote from the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But and even then, if your brother doesn't listen to you, you don't go to the public. You take 2 or 3 other people with you. And I think we've got to start trying to be more diplomatic behind the scenes and working these things out before somebody tweets something or does a press release and going, look, we all care about the country. We're all patriots. Can we not find a way to work together? And I think the one of the worst breakups I saw with this, and what really broke my heart was, the Elon Musk Donald Trump breakup. Like that. What an opportunity for our country, Doge, actually cleaning out some government waste, right? So much opportunity. And we were able to kind of keep the team together for about, 4 or 5 months. And I just hated to see it start to splinter because I think with unity, we could have accomplished so much more.
Did you see the fist bump last night, though? Like the Trump tap towards Elon? They were back together at dinner last night. So I'm hopeful that maybe we are mending some fences.
Well, look, and I think if they were face to face, this never would have happened. It started because of look, it's so easy when you're on the end of a keyboard or your iPhone, to tweet something or text something that you wouldn't say to the person if they were sitting across the table from you. And I think the answer to this problem is dialogue, and it's literally sitting down and talking with people.
Okay.
We can find a solution.
Along those lines, I think Alabama should lead the way. I'm thinking, let us gather and reason together. Why don't we host a debate, and we can literally get up there and we can have both sides of an issue and we can talk it through like adults instead of acting like middle school girls. I don't get the Twitter fights and the calling names and all that kind of stuff, but maybe bring back the town square where you just get together and you have a stage and you talk about it and everybody leaves and can make up their own mind. We are the party of that. Because
we look, that's absolutely right. So Republican Party is a party that embraces the First Amendment. We love open debate, right? And I don't think anyone champions that more than I do because I'm one of these weird, crazy people who actually enjoys arguing. I find a weird pleasure in it.
You're very good at it too. You do well. You can hold your own. But that's what you should do. If you have a belief, you should be able to back it up and
absolutely
confidently.
100%. Know what you believe, know why you believe it, and be able to defend it. And if you can't, then just honestly, you need to go back to the drawing board and investigate it more so you do know why you believe. And look, we all could grow from those types of debates and those types of discussion, because that's when you talk to someone who has a different view and they know what they're talking about, that's when you learn as a person. And so I think embracing we kind of shy away from the debate, and we shy away from different opinions. I think it should be the opposite. We should embrace it.
100%.
I know that's going on right now with Tucker Carlson. Like, people are like, oh, he said that I disagree with him, so we're going to, we shouldn't listen to him. Well, no, just because he has a different opinion, I may not agree with it, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to hear his perspective. That it still adds value.
That's right.
And I think humility goes a long way. I have to admit, I didn't know what the word sequitur meant until yesterday. And sequitur has been everywhere. And so I think if we all were able to say, you know what, I am learning as we go. And you know what, you might have information that I didn't have, and I will pivot and adjust accordingly. I don't know where that went in society, to just gather the data, change your position if necessary, and if not, keep going. But we've got to go to a quick break. If you can stick around, we'd love to talk to you about libraries, kind of some of the races going on in Alabama, and see. Go ahead.
I'll make time. I'll make time for some of my favorite ladies. How's that?
Look, I told you you could stay on longer if you did a good job, but I know you're new to radio. But so far, so good.
So I passed. I passed the test. I'm on for the next segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only been 12 minutes, so we're still determining. But stick around. We'll have John Wall on the other side. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside. I'm Amy Beth. She's Allison, and he's JP. We're joined by ALGOP Chairman, President, Supreme Leader, John Wall.
I like it. You got just about all my titles.
I mean, I can add a few more in if you'd like, but just
it's okay. I don't like to show off.
He's also vice president, vice chair, vice supreme leader.
He does a lot of
farmer.
Things. We're lucky he's even on with us. But we have a short segment, and so my question is brief, but could you please give us an update on the state of Alabama libraries? Because you know a lot about that.
Oh, he's also the chairman of that.
See?
Yes. Yeah. No, another area like taking off my party hat and putting on the APLS board hat. I look, and you guys know, I think just at this point, pretty much everybody in the conservative ecosystem knows my feelings on this, right? Like I find it so upsetting that we have Alabama libraries that are pushing sexually explicit books, transgender books on our children. And for me, it's this simple. And I've tried to communicate this with the left. It's one of those moments where you realize there's no hope of actually getting the point across because people don't want to listen to you. But for me, it's this simple. Since the beginning of time, across all cultures, people have always protected their children, their kids, from material that is hard to understand for youth, right? Like whether it's sexual content, maybe it's violence. Today we don't let them buy drugs or, alcohol. We don't let them smoke because we don't let them buy firearms. And it's because we recognize that there's a difference, right, between children and adults. And we want to protect their innocence. That's why we don't let kids walk into R-rated movies. Video games are rated. And I think that it's just the same content that we're fighting for here on the library level. Like, let parents make these decisions. They know way better what their children should be looking at than unelected bureaucrats in libraries.
Amen.
And that, at the end of the day, is this battle. It's what this struggle is about. And I'm going to tell you straightforward, I have been shocked at the resistance. And I think this goes back to the idea that for some reason, the left feel like they own people's children. They have a right to expose your children to what they want to. They have a right to educate your children. Like, the state has the compelling interest, not the parents. And I think this is probably the greatest battle of our day is for the heart and the soul and the minds of our kids. The left are after them. Socialists know this is how you get control of a country. Whoever controls the minds of children today controls the country tomorrow. And they are after our kids. We see it, and it's our job to fight it and to stop this from happening.
Yeah, better to tie a millstone around your neck than to cause a little one to stumble. And that's, you are in a position to be able to protect the kids. And, there are several others on the board that are trying. It is bizarre to me how vehemently the left wants to get this garbage in front of our kids. I mean, there's no other way around it besides it's just grooming. And anyway, it's very disturbing. And even what we found in the North Shelby County Library, where we are, would blow your mind of what we were up against. But y'all have come really far. I know y'all have a meeting tomorrow. Is that correct?
We do. So we're meeting tomorrow. We're actually expanding. Last year, we were at I was submitted a code change, and the board approved, and we got a pass that said, look, any sexually explicit content, or content that includes obscenity or it's inappropriate for children, we're going to move that out of the youth section. We're going to say either take it out of the library completely or put it in the adult section. And then we're going to create youth library cards where parents can make the decision whether their children do or do not have access to it. And that happened last year. And then we're adding to that because of the feedback that we got from parents across the state, that adding to that gender ideology and the concept of more than two genders and positive depiction of transgender surgery. Like, all these things that we're seeing, like, this is not just about sexually explicit. This is about grooming kids to embrace lifestyles that, quite frankly, are incredibly harmful and that have they're irreversible and can destroy a person's life. And we're saying, look, just stop. Like, stop trying to put this in front of our kids. Let children be children and let them be innocent. They're going to come across this stuff sooner or later in life. Let's not push it on them at 5, 6 years old.
Yep, 100%. We only have a few minutes left, actually 1 minute. Real quickly, Bill Britt put out an article about Tuberville and his
He's
eligibility.
also put out articles about me, but yeah, that's.
I mean,
that's
take it
the
for
point.
what it's worth. But what's going to happen with Tuberville? Do you think this goes anywhere?
Well, look, I mean, I think there are definitely going to be questions asked, and I do believe that somebody's going to do a ballot challenge with the party on his residency. But I don't see how you can argue that Tuberville is not a resident of Alabama when he's been serving the state of Alabama for 6 years in the U.S. Senate. And the Constitution is very clear. It doesn't say your primary residence has to be in the state. It just says a residence. There could be questions if it said primary residence. It does not. And I don't think there's any way, shape, or form anyone can argue there is not a residence in the state. So I think this is the left pushing that agenda.
Exit question. You ready? It's a doozy.
I'm ready.
Are you going to run for office?
Oh, you weren't supposed to ask me that on air.
Hey, good news. We're out of time. We got to go to a break.
No, look, pray. I will ask your listeners to pray for me. I want to be in the center of God's will. And if wherever that is, I want to make the best impact I can for the state of Alabama.
That's a good politician answer.
That was good.
Well played. I don't even know what it means, though. So we will all wait and see what you do. But thanks for joining us. You're welcome anytime. We always have lots of topics we could cover. So again, Chairman, President, Supreme Leader John Wall with us today. You're listening to Rightside Radio. We'll be right back. Thanks, John.
to Rightside. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. Fish wrapping up a Wednesday. We've covered a lot today, and we just finished an interview with ALGOP Chairman John Wall. And we also covered a wide range of topics. But here's the topic we want to finish with today. And it is what is going on in Dearborn, Michigan.
There's an uprising.
Is there an uprising?
There is an uprising. Yesterday, Christians took to the streets to reclaim, literally in the middle of the streets with American flags, chanting to reclaim Dearborn. I don't think we can play the whole clip because it's kind of long and there's a bad word in it. But a man went and spoke at maybe a city council meeting, something in Dearborn, and I mean, laid it out. And actually, if you look, a lot of the city councilmen are Muslim, but he just put it out there of what was happening. I mean, here's the flag that says Americans against. Oh, that's the guy that spoke.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should look at the clip. I'm sure it's everywhere on X, but it's very impressive that they have decided that they've had enough. And that's in the belly of the beast. That's a place where you'd say, good luck to you.
That takes a lot of kahunas.
It does. But I was just going to say, yeah, he spoke at the city council meeting, but I can't play the full clip, but I can read some of his quotes. This is Jake Lang, who spoke at the Dearborn city council meeting. Says, President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn. They have overstayed their visas. Respectfully get the expletive out of my country. We don't want you here. We will eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? They are looking to destroy everything that makes America great. We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You will never eat like us, build buildings like us. We know your laws and your books about lying to our faces, pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits, but that doesn't happen anywhere else. You guys are in charge. There are 53 Muslim majority countries, and all of them, it is tyranny, destruction, expletive living. We have to call it what it is. America first, America only. Jesus is king.
Whoa.
And it pans to Muslims in the crowd of seats of civilians listening, leaving the room. But yeah, I mean, he said what a lot of people are thinking, especially a lot of people in Dearborn. I bet there's a lot of people in Dearborn saying thank you for saying that because they couldn't say it.
What was his name again?
Jake Lang.
Okay, we need about 1 million more Jake Langs. And maybe we could save this country. But that does take a lot of guts.
Yeah, it does.
In fact, I hope he had security at his home or something because he's probably on some list and not the good list. But that's what it's going to take. And I look at the federal government. Why can't we just send them all back? This isn't working out. We're not moving in the right direction. And anybody that says we are is a traitor. I would say guilty of treason.
I mean, look at what happened in Dearborn, and it's been taken over. Look at Minnesota. Ad nauseum, they've changed the flag. We know these things, but it happened slowly. Look at what's going on in Texas with Epic City. Oops, I mean the Meadows. Oops, we've said we've outlawed it. You can't, there are changes that they're making. But guys, do you think they will actually move to remove those who've overstayed their visas? Do you think that they will do what is necessary to reclaim territory that is ours? Because their intent, and they already are living under Sharia in parts of this country. I mean, you've seen the little girls on Dateline talking about the honor killings. We think that's just some far off place, and it's not. It's here. But do you think that we have the ability to remove those who shouldn't be here anymore?
The ability, yes. Will they do it?
The willpower.
Yeah, I don't know because it's so confusing because I know that ICE is active because I see videos and I see these protests where ICE is getting cars rammed into them. So I'm not saying ICE is doing nothing. And I know there was a lot of hurdles that the administration had to overcome, like the Alien Enemies Act now being ruled in their favor. So now much more illegal aliens can be deported without the due process that people claim they needed. But also, you look at the numbers and it's like, if we want to reach our mark of real mass deportations, I feel like we're not even on that track yet. But there's parts like Dearborn where it's like, that's so easy. Everybody knows about Dearborn. It's not like some secret. It's public. Everybody knows about the Muslim Dearborn, Michigan, and it's send ICE into there. I mean, how much money did we appropriate to ICE and the border and deportations in the big beautiful bill? So there's no excuses anymore. And like I said, I'm not saying ICE is doing nothing, but if we really want the unprecedented mass deportations like we want, it's going to take, hey, you Dearborn, you here. It kind of seems like they're doing them all like Portland and then Charlotte and then like, why can't we? I don't know if we have enough ICE agents to do that. That may be the problem. But all I'm trying to say is I'm not sure if the mass deportations are happening at the pace they need to right now. Deportations are, but until we see people going into easy places like Dearborn, it's like that's not very hard.
And do you need any more people than their own leadership telling them that their plan is to take over? That is their plan. This is not conservative Republicans making garbage up. They're telling us what they want to do. They're telling us how many people that they want to elect to Congress or to be in leadership. They're celebrating the first Muslim woman who was elected. This is their plan. And we think, well, we just shouldn't even have this conversation. It's not nice.
Mm-hmm. It's bad optics.
It's bad. Look at England. That's all.
The video right after Mom Donnie, first time I've ever said it correctly.
That was good.
Thank you. I've really, I in my head, it's MONDONNIE. Mom Donnie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I remember. Right after he won and in Times Square, all the Muslims gathered. And what were they saying and chanting? The guy on the microphone was, we're tired of living in the shadows. We're tired of hiding in the alleys. We're coming out. There's only one God, Allah, blah, 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 blah. Again, they're telling us what they are about to do. And we're just sitting there. And our ICE facilities are getting taken over by some Jane Fonda jazzercisers and leg warmers.
Same brain.
Apparently, we can't even control that. So maybe the problem is ICE. I mean, I saw Tom Homan on Fox News last night, and that's the first time I've seen him anywhere in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Kristi Noem's kind of disappeared. It's just all what?
The last time I saw Kristi Noem actually was her saying that they're trying to bring in more green cards and more legal immigrants.
Yeah. If you want to come here legally, yeah, you're right. So something is afoot.
Well, an easy thing they could do. How about we have majority in House, Senate, White House. How about we get a bill to where you can't run for any public office in America unless you are born here? That seems like an easy one.
Okay. But hold up and be careful, because there are Muslim kids that are born here that are raised in Muslim families that live in Dearborn, Michigan. Okay.
And then also repeal the 14th Amendment. That makes them citizens. I'm not saying it's easy, but
I think you have to be careful where it's like, okay, we're okay with legal immigration. Oh, well, let's just make everything legal.
But that can get rid of the Ilhan Omars, those types now, and then the longer battle, repeal the 14th Amendment to where, people who, I mean, I hate to say the term, but the anchor baby term, like long term, that can be addressed. But that's one that I feel like can be done.
Which the 14th Amendment wasn't even, it's such an abuse of the 14th Amendment.
It is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So it's stupid that we're even talking about having to repeal it, because anybody that knows, it's just not what it was intended for.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't seem to care about those things anymore. So I don't know. I am very encouraged that Americans are finally standing up. I don't know what the tipping point was in Dearborn. Did something happen that I don't know?
I don't think so.
Well, remember the mayor there was speaking, or it was the police chief speaking in, I don't even know, Arabic, who knows, but he was speaking parts of the Quran to the people. This was probably 6 weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks ago. And it was on X. and you watched it and you thought, really? Really? Because somebody was standing up at a city council meeting. This was also about the same length of time ago. And they were told that his beliefs, our beliefs, were not welcome. And I think that could have been the tipping point.
He's the same one that said we need to be a salad.
Yes.
Not a melting pot.
Yes. Yes. He is a biscuit.
A burnt Amy Beth gray biscuit.
Yes.
She doesn't have a good track record.
You don't
making
make good biscuits?
I do now. But there was a point in my life where maybe I put a little too much baking soda because I didn't have self-rising flour.
She does make great sourdough, which do you still have your starter? Do you still make it?
I am making some today.
Okay, well, you can bring it in tomorrow.
Please.
And I like a little ghee on mine with some salt.
Okay. If I finish it tomorrow, which I should, if I have enough time to bake it before the show, I will bring it because that was my intention.
You just bring us a slice. You don't have to bring a
No,
whole
I'm going to
loaf.
bring you. You're going to need loaves.
You're going to need loaves.
Why undercut her? She wants to bring loaves. She can
You're
bring
right.
loaves.
Okay, bring us the loaves.
I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it in.
All right, do you have to go? You have a big thing to go to tonight. Or are you going to be here?
I'll see. I need to look at traffic over the break.
Okay, we got to take a break. Amy Beth may or may not be back, but we will in some form. See you on the other side. Welcome back to Rightside Radio. Feels really weird at this table because Amy Beth is gone.
The empty chair, I hate that look.
It's
like
really
Amy
sad.
Amy Beth is no longer with us.
It's like she was raptured, and then you and I got left.
Yeah.
The iPad's gone. You tell me we have texts, though.
We do have texts.
Let's
so
read some texts, even though I can't see them.
Let's start first. Joe in Tennessee. The foreign invaders consider immigration as people salad, kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
Mike from Florence says, the best method of mass deportations is through self-deportation by making it impossible for them to be here. No jobs, no housing, no handouts. The ones left living under the bridge can be loaded up on a bus to Mexico, where most came through anyway. I would agree the self-deportations it's a big part of it, but
How do you feel about, do you remember, and I don't think I'm making this up. If I am, somebody tell me. Weren't we paying them at the beginning of the Trump administration like $1,000 to self-deport or something? We'll give you $1,000 and a chance to come back.
Yeah, we were giving them $1,000 to self-deport. So
Which might be way less expensive than keeping them here. I'm guessing that's
probably so. But also, I mean, I'd still like to see a lot more ICE. And I hate to be that because it sounds like, I know some people will say, well, it's better than Biden where none of them was ever happening. Yeah, but we also, we need a lot done really quickly, especially if the midterms don't go the right way.
So in Trump's defense, I'm pretty sure border crossings are still at an all-time low.
That is one of the greatest accomplishments any president's had, just shutting the border down. And think about that, how easy that is.
Yeah.
But the deportation aspect of it, I'd like to see. At this rate, it's kind of similar to like Obama's. I think we need like unprecedented levels of mass deportation.
Obama's good.
Yeah.
He actually deported, and people, the left is just mortified when you hand over that fact. But I think this is not, we don't stop. Okay, great. You close the border. You get props for that, President Trump. But you made a lot of promises about mass deportations and then started talking about the hospitality industry and the farmers, and which maybe there is a balance there because you don't want to totally shut down the economy. As it looks right now, it might. But you got to rip the Band-Aid off.
Somebody's got to be the guy.
Somebody has to be the big kid.
Yeah.
And make the tough decisions.
That's a whole different rabbit hole. Brad from Crimestone County says, yes, definitely look at England. Your first thought will be they need to go to the dentist.
Why is that? Do they not have they probably have toothbrushes. Do they have bad toothpaste? Or do they just not care? Because even like the royal family and the higher ups have bad teeth.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. I thought it was always like just a stereotype, but it's true. I think.
No, it's true.
I don't know. I'd have to
weird.
look up. Maybe they don't have as many dentists over there.
They're anti-dentist?
Anti-dentite. It's like from Seinfeld.
I love Seinfeld. It's like, who said something about George Costanza earlier?
Oh, I think it was actually Brad from Crimestone County.
Funny. You can't be anti-dentite.
Brad from, or excuse me, not Brad. We already read. Michael from Moulton. Deep one thought. Barack Obama stated he wanted to fundamentally change America. Then he stated in his book after his presidency, I'm not sure if it's America was ready for me.
Funny. Did you see Michelle Obama say?
I did.
America's not ready for a female president.
America's not ready for a black woman president. That's why Kamala didn't get elected. That's why I wouldn't get elected. It's like
That's why Hillary lost.
That's why Hillary lost.
No, you're just bad candidates.
I almost said something. Probably shouldn't say that.
Oh, come on. Why? You know how many things I've said today that I shouldn't say?
I was just going to say Michelle probably couldn't win, but Michael could win.
Big Mike could win.
Big Mike could win.
Big Mike. It's just a quick dress change.
Yeah. I mean, just own it.
Costume change.
Just own it. Just, drop the Michelle. Be you. Maybe you could win. I don't know.
Do you. Be you.
But however, okay. Matthew from Trinity, Alabama says the Constitution only works for moral and religious people. The problem is the electorate. Without repentance, we can't law or amendment our way to righteousness. We have to repent.
100%. However, God gave us the government to protect us and to be an agent of morality. You can't change hearts, but you can make the land safer, you have to have laws. But he's 100% correct. And that's why I think, it's great to talk to John Wall, and it's great to talk about the Republican Party and what we need to do to change and to win, and that they're the vehicle that is most closely aligned. But at the end of the day, but God, it's just, there's without a revival in the church and in the family and in this land. And it's so sad because I feel like God's hand was very much on us as a nation. We started out honoring him, and we just don't anymore.
Maybe one day that'll change, but I also think Trump surviving that bullet was not just a coincidence.
No.
Quarter inch.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I still have hope. I'm optimistic. Maybe to my detriment, but we got about 1 minute, or excuse me, we got 30 seconds. So do we need to do a would you rather?
Yeah, exit question.
Okay, would you rather exit question of the day. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Do I dance like I dance now, or do I actually have rhythm?
No, like dance as you dance now. Like you in your current state of dancing / singing skills.
I'm going to dance because it makes me laugh. I'm going to dance. And it's quieter. I mean, if you're shopping, like I was at TJ Maxx earlier today, you can kind of hide in the aisles. If you're singing, there's no hiding.
Yeah. And you won't know the words, and you won't know the melody. So yeah, I'd say dancing.
You dance too?
I'd probably dance too, honestly.
It'd be awful. I always say in heaven I'll be able to dance because I can't do it here. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with Amy Beth. I don't think anybody's coming on tomorrow except us. It'll be a banger. But thanks for joining us. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.